It's the most fantastic result we could possibly have asked for. There's no college in the country that's got outstanding overall. We're the only college in the country that's got outstanding for learner outcomes, and that's a great testament to our learners and our staff who are doing a brilliant job. Ofsted can be traumatic for any organisation, so consequently you're always pleased when they come and tell you you're doing a good job. But the key here is that we have very high success rates, we have very good teaching, and getting a learner outcomes that is rated as outstanding, which means that our accredited programs have very high outcomes, 92% currently. We have great enterprise work, we have great employability work, and we have great independence work. So it's that kind of thing that makes me as a principal feel very happy and gives me a very warm glow that we're actually doing the right thing. And so many colleges have failed to grasp that nettle, as we've seen in Ofsted reports since September in the new framework, where the number of colleges that are not being counted even as good, they're being counted as in needs of improvement. And that's not a good place to be.
You mentioned there that whatever Ofsted is doing is new rigorous framework,
yep.
New rules. How different, how new are they?
Well, they started in September. We get a new framework every 4 years. We were last inspected when we got outstanding in the framework before last, so 2 frameworks ago. And in every framework there's a different accent, a different flavour, the goalposts move, and things are tightened up. And this framework is about teaching and learning and outcomes for learners. So to an extent they're not particularly bothered whether I manage well. They want to know what happens in a classroom, what outcomes our learners get. And that's actually the right way to do it. So we have a situation where all colleges are being benchmarked as to what job are you really doing for learners. So we're being told that what we're doing for learners is outstanding. We're being told that our leadership and management is good. And we're being told that everything else we do is good. So we're outstanding with our learner outcomes, but the overall judgment is good with outstanding features. I like having outstanding features.
If, as a parent though, you looked at the Ofsted website and saw that last time it was inspected, it was outstanding, now it's classified as good, yes, with those outstanding features, what should a parent make of that?
Well, if you imagine that the way an inspection process works, what it does is it says we're going to get you to this particular piece of the mountain. Okay, we've got everybody to that piece of the mountain, we're going to move the criteria and we want everybody to go a bit further up the mountain. So every inspection framework, it gets harder and it gets harder. And as one of my colleague principals from a general further education college said to me the other day, good is the new outstanding. And there's some truth in that. The benchmarks have moved so much. To have a 92% success rate, when I started in FE over 25 years ago, it was a 25% success rate. So the world's moved a very long way. So we're getting to the point of how much better can you get? So what they're saying is only the elite of the elite can get outstanding. So to get outstanding in one of the 3 grades is, at the moment, certainly nationally, as good as it gets.
Should it matter what Ofsted say? In the end, it's about the outcomes, the success rate generated by students here that will help tick boxes, surely.
All colleges are paid for by public money. You've got to be accountable to somebody. We're accountable to Ofsted. We wouldn't want to be told that our outcomes were poor because we'd be misusing that public money. And here we are in a situation where the country is broke at the moment. It'll get better. But we have to be seen to be showing good value for money, and we are. That ability to show that our outcomes are worth the money that's been put into us. And then when you put that alongside the fact the National Audit Office have said that every interaction with an independent specialist college saves £1 million to the exchequer in the lifetime of that person when they leave, that's a good outcome. I mean, our own research shows it's more than that, about 1.6 million, but we save the country money. So I don't think many colleges can actually hand on heart say that what we do saves the country money.
And with the same outlook then, there are recommendations for improvements.
Yep.
How fair are those recommendations? What sort of things do they look at and how fair are they?
What they look for is consistency. One of the things that we were picked up on is that we have too much good teaching and not enough outstanding teaching. Well, actually, that's a nice thing to have. I wouldn't want to be being told I had satisfactory or poor teaching. We have good teaching and we know that it needs to get better. Every college has to write an annual self-assessment report. And one of the things that inspection does is tests how good you are at knowing your own organisation. How self-critical are you? And Ofsted agreed with everything we said in our self-assessment report. We understand our deficits as much as we understand our strengths. And we will continue, as we have done over the last 2 years, where we've been putting ourselves on this journey to outstanding learner outcomes and getting our learners to where they need to be. It's all captured in our self-assessment report. Ofsted saw that, knew we were self-critical, and that's one of the reasons we got the good grade that we did.
So how can this be maintained next time then? When do you have a next time? Is it another 5 years, or do Ofsted come back more frequently now?
Ofsted come out annually. They've been doing that for a while now. They do what's called a focus monitoring visit, and at a focus monitoring visit they'll look at the things they think you should be improving. And you have to go through a process of saying this is what we've done, this is how we've made it better, and they choose to agree with you or not. The last one we had, we got a lot of significant improvements. And that's what you're looking for every time Ofsted can come. You want to see that they think you are significantly improving. Our next full inspection, maybe 2018. But Ofsted will come every year and wrap our knuckles if we're not doing well, but we will.